Hey guys, welcome to week 5 of building Kashyyyk and Lego. So last week we started on the prison section and the base. So this week we're basically going to be plating it off and adding a command center setup. Before we show you guys what we got done, please smash that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's just head into the progress we've made. Alright, from last week we didn't really get that much progress. We basically just did the filler stacks and added an entire wall of white at the back so it just looks clean and slick. So we're probably just going to head into a time lapse of roofing it all off and adding greebles and maybe the second floor. Alright guys, so you just saw the time-lapse of us putting the roof down and a little bit of greebles, but we worked on a little bit of the window design, and it's been kind of troubling us because there's a lot of different measurements we have to deal with. So we've decided to work a little bit more on the 2 barracks down here before we start building that. So basically, we found a design for the beds, which is actually really nice. So there's going to be 4 beds in each barrack, I think, and it's just going to be stacked upon each other. We have door design, and essentially it's just going to be a bunch of greebles just like this. Alright, coming off the time-lapse, we did get more on the barrack, and we're basically done except for the roof and the greebles on the roof, so I'll basically just walk through what we did. So we added this roof or this door with a nice archway, and it's basically nougat masonry bricks just inverted. If you see on the other side, it's the actual bricks, here's just lines, and you can also see we have maroon and dark gray greebles, which also look really nice to it. We also have some on that side, and you may notice these panels that are sort of curved, which is actually just 4 by 7. I think they're 7 or 6 bricks tall, and they basically just go like this. They sit on a jumper plate, and they give this nice curved effects, which resembles the Brickwiz's barracks that he used on his Axis. But I think so we're gonna either probably add a roof to this or start working on here. But yeah, we'll see which one we do.
All right, so now we're basically just building up the last layer of wall and starting to use these triangular pieces to create those rounded edges, and we're starting to plate out the middle of the roof area. So now we're adding a bunch of glass panels and different wall pieces to make essentially the command center area, and there we're going to have a bunch of different computers, a hologram table.
Alright guys, so we basically just made all the walls and the glass panels for the second floor. I think the glass panels look really nice because it's basically like a 180 of the room, and it's basically floor to ceiling, which I really love, and it basically can look out onto the mock. We also have different holograms, tables, and different computers for the command center, which is coming along really nicely. I think we're going to add a little bit more interior, but right now we're probably going to focus on the last barrack before we finish this off and add a roof and add greebles and stuff. But yeah, probably not going to be a time-lapse because it's going to basically be the same thing as this. But yeah, let's build that. Alright, it's been a while and I finally finished the second barrack. It doesn't have an interior like the first one because we're really low on parts, so we didn't really bother making an interior because it'd just be the same thing. But yeah, basically all the greebles on the outside are the same thing. The roof is the same. We're just going to add a lot of detailing and tile to the roof later. And over here, we're starting to work on the roof of the second floor. It was all going well until I realized there's this small gap that's less than a stud, which doesn't look good. Over here, it's 4 studs, and then it's 6 studs, so in theory, it should line up with this row, except it doesn't. So that's definitely troubling. But yeah, I'll probably just update you guys once I figured this out and added a bunch of greebles to this area. Okay, so we got all basically the base tiled off at the roofs, which I think makes it look a lot better, especially when you look at this top floor, which looks really nice with a bunch of maroon and tile on the top of the roof. We also have similar designs, basically the same designs for these 2 barracks, and those are both the roofs, and I think that looks really nice looking from over here. We also tiled off and basically added a bunch of greebles to the prison section. But yeah, we're actually basically done the entire base section, but over here we're going to have a bunch of different crates. And we're also thinking of making this platform. It's probably just going to go around here. It's just going to be a bit of a staircase to a platform where clones can hang out, talk, eat. There might be some computers, generators, whatnot. We still are going to add a bunch of crates and railings and other stuff to build. But yeah, see you guys in the finale. Alright guys, that would wrap up today's episode. This week we got a lot of things done on the mock. We basically finished the entire base area and got 2 of the barracks done. Next week,
or at least before the finale, we'll be adding a lot more details, such as like a med bay or a platform and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the finale.